Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
13 yards.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
Deron Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there, now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
This
2.
defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
For Washington.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And all the way down to the 12. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Washington, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
three
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Haskins to throw it. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
On first down, Gibson takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, Haskins. And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson. He'll give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
4-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darrell Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On play action, Haskins. And he's going to go down again.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A 37-yard attempt.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On second down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
This time Haskins will look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got
to throw again. Haskins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick 6 last year, and he delivers another pick 6 right here. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 24, Washington 7. Michael Dixon.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tremont Smith on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 6-yard pick.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Turn.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Stevenson.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They begin with a quick throw out left. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Now 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank I'm 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league. I'm 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Washington 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Haskins will throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Ronald Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to try the jet sweep with Nelson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The wide receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5.
42-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Haskins. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
17-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Antonio Gibson,
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wagner. A 3-yard pickup.
From the gun, Haskins. That's complete right around the 8.
18-yard line.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To David Njoku. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Washington 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give to Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tackle made.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Seattle.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ronald Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
45.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mike check 33. 33. Go, go, go.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Washington.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. SOS. 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 Watch out. Watch out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Philip Dorsett, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. red zone now. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 36.
To throw again. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Look at me, I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Panic camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work.
If I like it, then you know I'm